you come in here? All right, I got a thumbs up. Okay, there's 3 people in here now. I was gonna say I got 1 thumbs up. And no people in here. I didn't know how that happened. I'm gonna wait till a couple more people come in here. Alright, so who we got in here now? Samantha Rodriguez. You know, I'm blind and stuff like that, so y'all gonna see me wear some glasses so I can see who all's on here and who's saying what. Man, these things are crazy looking. What's going on, Joe? My scent of the day today was Spectre Ghost by French Avenue. Spectre Ghost. That was because it's church day today, so I was wearing that. And then I went to go get a haircut, and I just stayed wearing those kind of churchy clothes, so I continued to wear that fragrance. That was my scent of the day today. And tonight, I'm not wearing anything yet. Nothing yet. I don't own anything from On Far. I have tried some of their stuff from like the mom and pop stores, and they're good. They're good stuff from what I've seen. They didn't like none of their things like really blew me away or hadn't been like anything I hadn't smelled already, but they are good. So they're holding their own for sure against the competition. There's no doubt there. Mason Alhambra, Victorioso Elixir. You know this one. Is similar to that. If you see this at like Burlington and it's $15, this is Invictus Victory Elixir. When I first got it, like these things tend to do, they're kind of like not all that great a lot of times and super like synthetic. And this one's really done a lot better. It still has a little bit of that cardboard thing, but it's very, very, very nice. It's like that powdery, vanillic, woody, peppery kind of thing. Yeah, man, $15. Viso Victory. So, yeah, it's an if you like that kind of scent profile. And also, this gold head is a beast. This thing is a monster for $11. Like, I mean, it's like a 12-hour fragrance. It smells like just like Boss Bottled, the OG. Game On by CR7. I have not tried that one. Where are we at? I don't want to miss anybody. Scent of the day. Lemani Pour Homme. Yeah, man. I forgot I got that one. You know, somebody else, somebody commented on my Belcam Classic Match, their version of Drakkar, I think it was. And yeah, they were talking about Lomani, and it's really, really good. It's very similar, but I don't think it's the same as Drakkar. A lot of people think that it's like kind of like a clone, or I guess there's even an argument about which one came out first, but it's super similar and almost redundant to have both, but I think the Lomani is greener, in my opinion. And I have not tried CR7 Game On. I have the red bottle of CR7, and I really like that one. You need advice on a cheapy masculine fragrance. So if you want a masculine, you say you got too many sweet freshy. So how old are you? Joe Warframe. Is that how you pronounce your name? Warframe. Am I saying that right? I'm blind, man, so forgive me. Yeah, it depends on where you're going to be wearing it, like how old you are and stuff like that, because I'm not going to recommend the same fragrance to somebody that's 70 versus somebody that's 13. That's just the reality of things. Like something like this is a bold fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily say masculine because it's like rose and oud, but it's bold. But if you want something masculine, man, that classic match Belcam Polo Green. I just like featured this thing in a video because that thing is the bomb as far as a Polo Green thing. So you're 51. Or you get Bentley, man. Yeah, if you want something good and masculine and like confident, I would say get Bentley, either the original or Intense. Either one of those are a great masculine option. It's one of my favorite masculine dressed up fragrances. It's boozy, it's woody, it's spicy. It's got very, very small hints of sweetness from like a vanilla undertone, but it's almost like an unsweet vanilla. And so mostly it's like a not so sweet cinnamon, whiskey, woody, spicy, leather, all of that kind of stuff. It's phenomenal. Who's that? Louis Bradley, what's going on? James Kelly, what's going on, my friend? Vance, my dude. The Monarch Gold. Yeah, I had this one. I've had it for a while. You can see there's a little dent. I have fun with this thing, man, because it really smells like the Mansera. That one and this stupid thing. One of them didn't have a cap, so I switch them back and forth. I'm telling you, these two things, they're versions of the Mansera. This red tobacco and this one are phenomenal for the money. It is like criminal how inexpensive these are. This one is $14 and this one is $14. They the only difference, and I mean the only difference between these two, like this one for example, the only difference between this and the Mansera red tobacco is Mansera is creamier from the get-go. It has a creamy vanilla nature from the rip, and that's how a lot of the niche fragrances are. The opening is just buttery smooth 9 out of 10 times, and you can count the layers of things. You can't do that in this one. This one's going to have a plasticky, like sharp kind of thing in the opening, and 10 minutes into it, it smooths down a lot, and the profile, the scent profile becomes eerily similar, but you're going to have a harder time dissecting the vanilla from the oud, from the tobacco, and this one might be a dry tobacco, whereas the Mansera is like a moist tobacco. And that's like the difference. And is that $80 difference? That's up to you. But for me, like maybe $20, it's worth it. Unless it's like your absolute favorite fragrance. And this is some people's favorite fragrance, like their Mansera version. So I could see justifying that. But other than that, most of the time, when you get these winners like this that do a real good job in the performance and the scent profile, I really can't justify spending an extra $80, and in some case, a couple $100. What's my favorite work safe fragrance? Well, it depends. You see my skipping people? I think I'm skipping. I don't want to skip anybody. It's always my goal to always respond to everybody, even in the comment section. I miss it sometimes because I don't get notified with all of them, and sometimes YouTube deletes the comments, which is funny. I don't understand. Latafa Ijazi, Latafa Ragba. Have I tried them under 25? Yes, I have tried them. I have both of them. Which Ragba are you talking about? Are you talking about Ragba? There's the woody one, and there's also the Ragba that smells like green Irish tweed. So there's two of them, and they're like the same exact name with completely different scent profiles. So it depends on which one you want. I have both of them. The Ragba, the one you're probably talking about, is incredible for the price, but that thing is banging, it's bold, it's super loud, sticky, like dripping. Like if you could like caramelize smoke and like throw on a bunch of sugar and drip it somehow, that's what Ragba is like. And like drip it, like glaze it over like wood or something. And I feel like that's like a smoky, glazed, sweet, caramelized liquid smoke all over wood. And that's Ragba. And the Ragba for men, the one that's green Irish tweed, is really, really, really good. And Ijazi, I love it. Mine does not last very long at all, but I think it's beautiful. It doesn't smell to me that much like Yves Saint Laurent Blue Electrique, but it does have similarities with that like kind of powdery cardamom. But I think Ijazi is more sparkly. I think it has a more fresher, like an effervescent kind of quality. Bentley Absolute. Was that you that commented? Somebody commented and saying that they love their Bentley Absolute. And yeah, to me, that fragrance is phenomenal, super woody. And I got a lot of comments wearing that one. The Monarch does not come around much. Yeah, it doesn't come across a lot. But when they do, man, like I'm excited when they show up, even though I own them. The red tobacco has that note that you can't do. Yeah, they have some kind of plasticky thing, and this one I couldn't do it at first either, and then like 20 minutes later, I kept smelling it, and it went away. And now that I've had it for over a year, it's like gone altogether. And just so you guys know, I'm not uploading so much with like the full reviews and everything so much because I've been like crazy busy, crazy busy, and so when I get home, I really don't have that much time because I do all of this myself and my tree trimming business. So like I'm always on the calendar and like customers are hitting me up and I'm networking like little things and then like companies for like lifts and rental companies and then this and I have to edit these things and upload them. And when I upload them, sometimes it takes a while. So it just gets that's why you see me wearing my work shirt and stuff because sometimes the only time I have is like, let me just throw something on there real quick because I've been wanting to scream about this fragrance. So I'll do a short in the morning and I want to, get some more good full length videos, but it just hasn't been happening lately. Church day. Yeah, definitely Coach Earl. It was church day and I had that Spectre Ghost. You just ordered some new ones, Milestone. Cinch Sport, Coach Platinum, Legend, Spirit, man. You got the haul coming, man. Yeah, you got some good stuff coming. Moustache EDP, love that fragrance, man. Love that thing. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of fragrances that have that DNA, but man, that's a good one. McDonough Nitro White is awesome. McDonough Nitro White. I don't know what that is. I got Dumont Nitro White, and I love that thing. My best is pistachio fragrance. I don't have that many, but the one that the few that I do have or have smelled, Sand Fog has one, and it's beautiful. It's called Pistachio Dream, I think it is, and it's in like a light green bottle. It's beautiful. It smells just like Kylie's Yum Pistachio. It's really, really nice. And also the there's one that comes in a bottle that looks like this. Kyre. It looks like this. It's not this one, but it looks just like that. And it's very, very well done as well. And it smells a lot like Kylie's Yum Pistachio, but they kind of do that Middle Eastern spice kick on it. So it gives it that, it amplifies it, I feel like. Nice to see me. Like, yeah, man, what's going on? Stone Cologne, what's going on, my brother? I just haven't had time to like really upload any kind of full reviews or anything. So I want to kind of be here for y'all, a little bit, connect with y'all. I just haven't been able to do a lot. Getting notes of peach in what? Which one are you getting peach notes on? Or Mansera Wild Python. I have not smelled that fragrance. Good love. Yeah, there's so many Invictus style fragrances. It's kind of annoying. Like when these companies come out with like a new fragrance, right? Say for example, when I received my Armaf Odyssey Aqua, I did not think it was going to smell that much like Invictus. I wasn't like upset, but I was disappointed. I love the fragrance and I wear it, and it's probably like my favorite or one of my favorite in the Invictus style kind of DNA. But I was like, dang it, can't they try something different, please? Can somebody make a nice new fresh fragrance? Oh, I kind of wanted to give a shout out on some of these mods. I don't get any reimbursement from the company, but I am going to start getting reimbursed, not reimbursed, but I'm gonna have an affiliate link, because ever since I started finding these things and I talked to the guy, and he's going to allow me to like endorse him, kind of, so that's cool. So yeah, if I ever have an affiliate link on anything, right? There's like a clothing company that reached out to me. There's a shirt that says "Forgiven," and sometimes like these things will happen, and it will only be by something that I like really dig and actually believe in and stuff, because I do get offered a lot of things from stuff that really has nothing to do with the channel. There's like gaming things and stuff, and they're kind of offering good money, and I can use it, but that's like not why I have this channel. But like the clothing company, heck yeah, I endorse that. This thing, I'm only going to be getting any kind of money from this because I found them, and I'm like, heck yeah, and they like me. So, and yeah, they got some amazing clones. Have I tried Versace Eros Energy? I have, and I really like it. I think that people hate on it. The ones that do just, you know, are also kind of disappointed that it's not that much different than Aventus. Like, it has its differences. It's not a clone of it. It's not the same. But when you smell it, you can be like, dang it, this is just an ultra vibrant, lemony, like not the pineapple lemony, but just like a bergamot lime lemony, energetic, citrusy, bright version of Aventus is what it is. Like minus a lot of the dark stuff and add a load of citrus. And in my opinion, so I think it's great. I really think it's a good smelling fragrance. And a lot of other reviewers would agree with me. Summer that like button folks. What did I say? What'd you say? What did you say? Stunner that like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's a stunner. It is. Could be my house. So I decided to wear Carnal Desire. I haven't smelled that fragrance. I don't think I'll ever smell that fragrance. I'm I don't know if he did he reach out to you, Stone? Did he send you any of his fragrances? Like Carnal Desire and stuff like that. What's his name? Neeb. He's got like a bunch of his own colognes now. I think he's got like 4 of them now or something like that. So like, he sent a bunch of them out. Like the first 2 that he did, Carnal Desire and I forget what the other one was, but he sent them out to like a lot of reviewers, like a lot. Like, because I looked up the fragrance to see all what people were saying about it, and there's like people with like 1,100 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers and stuff, and he sent them the fragrances. So like it was like nobody was left off the table. It's like Cuba got it, and everybody else from, I think there was an 1,100 subscriber to Cuba, and everybody else in between got it, but not me. He doesn't even respond to my comments. I comment on like a lot of his videos. I don't know if he hates me or he doesn't like me or what, but I would love to smell that fragrance. Carnal Desire has a lot of the things that I like, because I like something that's kind of like mysterious and dark and rich, and that has a little bit of sweetness, but it has, from what I gather, like there is like a smoky, like, and a lot of like patchouli, earthy patchouli. And I think he likes a lot of the same stuff I do, so I would like to smell it. What are my thoughts on Milestone? Well, what's Milestone? From New York. Hey, what's up from New York? Thank you, man. God bless. Milestone. What milestone are you talking about? You talking about like the Club Day Nuit milestone? Are you talking about that, or are you talking about milestone fragrances? Club Day Nuit milestone. I don't have that one because I'm not the hugest fan of the Baccarat Rouge 540, and that's what that is, right? Isn't that a Baccarat style thing? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I'm not the biggest fan of that on my skin personally for me. Not saying that it's sour on my skin or it's bad. It's just it's a bit too fruity and feminine. I just don't think that I would ever wear that thing. I do appreciate the way that it smells, and I can see how people would really dig it because on top of all that like sticky rich fruitiness, there is like some trinkets of like I feel like almost like a green, like a fresh, sparkly green spice on top of it. So it is lovely, but it's just not for me. And I think it lasts for a long time. I know people that swear by that fragrance. Coffee at like whatever time it says, 11 o'clock at night. I drink coffee all the time. Um, yeah, it's not your thing either. That's funny. Yeah, it's just, different strokes for different folks, right? Do I? Ryan Tiger Cow Cologne edition. And yes, what's my take on, which one is that? Which one are you saying? Oh, I don't have that one because, are you talking about the elixir, John Paul elixir? If you're talking about that, then I already have the Kingdom. So, and I haven't smelled that one. I don't have it's not like that high up on my radar. I'm sure that I will soon, but I haven't smelled that one. I've been watching, unfortunately, 2 years from Brownsville, Texas. Oh man, you got like the same kind of weather that we do here, man. Yeah, Brownsville, humid and hot like here. Yeah, you guys got it rough, just like we do. That patchouli fragrance earlier, and I think you read it as pistachio. Oh yes, I read it as pistachio. Yes, pistachio. Patchouli, yeah, that's one of my jams. I love a good patchouli fragrance. So, immediately, one of the ones that comes to my mind is this one, Oksana Patchouli. If you go to the women's section, it's a Nightfall Patchouli by Carolina Herrera. This thing right here is a beautiful, beautiful, rich, dark patchouli. It's Man, it's mysterious. I just can't. It's sweet. It's dark. It's rich. It's like vanilla. It's fruity almost, and patchouli domination. Gorgeous, long lasting, great atomizer for like $15. Also, another one to me, if I can find it, it's the Fragrance World's version of Terry Mugler's Amen. That thing is amazing too. I absolutely love it. And I was looking for it, and the thing lasts forever. Somebody gave me crap about that short too that I did. Where is this thing at? I just moved a bunch of my fragrances around. I don't know if you guys can still hear me right there, but I'm trying to find it. I moved all these things around. I need to do it again because the thing is always growing, and as you see, it's like limited spaces, so I like end up running out of room. Everybody keeps wanting me to do a full collection review. I just haven't had the guts to do it yet. Christ is king. Amen. The Bordeaux elixir from Tahari is a solid. Okay, so yeah, you get it too. It's elixir, isn't it? Um, and I figured that out not on my own accord. When I smelled it the first time, I was like, "Wow, this is awesome. I love it." But what am I smelling? And I think it was like on Reddit or something that somebody also commented that it smelled like elixir. Now the light went off like bing, like okay, yep, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's minusing some certain things. I think it's missing a little bit of like the some dry spices, but it's pretty darn good. And the performance ain't bad either. You know what? I'm slapping these things on. That's so much better. Started rack store shopping because. Oh really? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man, the rack stores. That's cool that you said that because yeah, they people sleep on it, man. You'll find some good things at the rack store. It just happens. If I ever tried Asin Margiela, I'm doing this on like my phone too. That's why I got to get close to the screen. That like your guys' things are like that, so I don't have the best of like equipment. Everything is budget for me. Patchouli description is fresh. I have not smelled that one. Yeah, that cobalt smoke is awesome. Somebody said that it was a Carolina Herrera bad boy, whatever cobalt elixir, whatever one that one is. And I can't say because I never smelled that one, but when I looked at the notes of what that was, it really really made sense because somebody else said Blue de Chanel, and I'm like, no, it has the elements of that, but it's not. Um, it was like thicker. It was way thicker than Blue de Chanel. Fall isn't too far away. Yeah. um, Kind of on the calendar, it's not too far away, but in Florida, it's gonna feel like it is. So a good fall fragrance. Let's see. What are going to be some of the ones that I'm just going to be itching to reach for? Honestly, one of them is from Micah Malone, um, and it's West Loop. I think that fragrance West Loop is beautiful. It's got some real inviting warm spices. It has like cinnamon. I think it has plum also for some sweetness. But the cool thing about it is it has this gorgeous cherry blossom note. And I think it's a stunner. It is masculine and elegant and sophisticated and like sexy at the same time with that sweetness and the cherry blossom and that warm cinnamon just kind of gets you in that fall spirit. I love that fragrance. West Loop by Michael Malone is one of my favorite fall fragrances. You say fall doesn't exist in Florida. It would be about like the end of January or February. Could be like fall. I live in Dade City, so um, I live, say, trying to think of like the shape, what it would be like for you. Yeah, I'm in Tampa Bay, go inland a little bit and up north. I'm like dead smack in the middle in between Tampa and Orlando. Like Orlando is the dead center of the state and north. I'm right in between that and Tampa Bay is where I am right now. So during the winter, we actually do experience frost a few times a year, little miniature icicles and stuff, but that's about it. It dips down into freezing temperatures and it'll warm up to like 50 degrees, but some days it's still like 70 or even in the 80s in the summer. So we never get like super cold, and the heat that like now it was 115 degrees was the feel like temperature the other day, and I could not get cool because we don't have any breeze here in inland Florida, like none whatsoever. We're surrounded by shallow Gulf of Mexico, and the Atlantic isn't even deep. So we got that shallow water where that peninsula and that water, that warm air rises. So this whole state is literally a swamp. It's not just a tropical, we are a swamp with a bunch of cow fields. And man, there was no wind or anything. And I cut down 6 queen palm trees. I'm doing all this by myself. I trimmed 3 of them, about 25 feet on a ladder and everything, and I cut 6 of them down. I had to go up to the top of all of them, strip the branches, cut them down. I chopped them all up. 115-degree feel, like no clouds, no breeze. I'm not exaggerating. And I went to sit in the shade, and I was panting, and it started getting worse and I couldn't cool down. It was, like I sit in the shade and And it was because it was so hot. I had to keep going in the truck, and it was just wild. So the fragrance, I say all that to say, I saw somebody in Brownsville, Texas, and like our summers are like on that other level of like heat. So certain fragrances do not work in our summer. And when we get into fall, it's like I'm so excited to be able to get those fragrances. When you were talking about your fall fragrances that I look forward to, is because it's so freaking hot in the summer. It lasts so long, so it's really really nice to finally be able to get on some like sweet ones and stuff like that. I do have Canyon Rush. I do have Canyon Rush. Which comments did I miss? I found a new cologne. Let's see where am I? Who I left off at. I'm doing this like so unorthodox, but hey, this is what I do. Um, I know I'm gonna look like an idiot for a second. It probably sound weird. Found a new cologne called Number Seven by Bloom. What is that? Kind of a smaller blend. What is that? Cedarwood, citrus, leathery. Ah, did you find that at TJ Maxx? Bloom Number Seven. Cough any good? Cough is good. And Canyon Rush. I got that right here. Where are you at? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. It smells like Dior Sauvage. This is one of those ones. It's got a little dent taking it's a little tiny bottle, but man, this thing, it's a sleeper. It smells like Dior Sauvage. It's like get like a little bit of a watermelony fruity thing with Sauvage because it's got that peppery ambroxan thing. It's like the gym version of it. I think it's great. If I would have known I liked it so much and they had a 3.4 ounce bottle, I surely would have got it because I mean, people say what they want about it. I think it's good, but you gotta like Sauvage. What are my thoughts on possibly adding how many sprays during your reviews? Well, I did think about that. Believe it or not, that is actually extremely controversial because sometimes I'll like spy on other reviews when I think about like, hey, is this going to be a good idea to do a review? And I'll look at like their comments and stuff, be like, yeah, I don't know about this one. But also kind of who cares, like that doesn't usually stop me. So how many sprays definitely depends on more than just the fragrance itself. Like say for example, this one, no matter what you're doing, you don't want to do more than like 5 sprays with this thing. um because it's extremely loud. But if you're doing something like this, you can spray like 15 or 20 sprays because it's not loud at all. It's a super fresh gym fragrance. But if you're going to the gym, you only want to do like 5 sprays with this, even though it's light, only like 5. If you're doing a heavier fragrance like Azaro Chrome, which is still fresh, do 2 sprays before you get to the gym. If you spray it on in the parking lot, 1, because you're going in there fresh, so you always want to think of that. That's what I do. I'm like a thinker. So it usually takes me, since where I live, I'm out in like the boonies, it usually takes me like 40 minutes to get to wherever I'm going, so I can spray kind of heavy with whatever I'm wearing, because by the time I get there it's subsided. So I am a oversprayer notoriously, but I don't choke people out whenever I get to where I'm going. So yeah, it's all subjective. You just got to learn the fragrance and how they act on you too, because some people, they don't last as long, and it depends on where you do it. But personally, my spray routine on average, let me just answer you like that. A typical fragrance, I'll do a few around like the shirt and neck area because I kind of want to get some on the clothes, and I want some on my DNA, and it's for my scent bubble. So I just kind of stick around up here, and if I'm having fun and I want to overload myself because it's ultra light, or I'm just like really digging it, I'll hit the arms, like front and back like that. But typically I'm just a chest neck sprayer. And thank you for the compliment too. What fragrance do I? Ooh, I missed you. Where'd you go? What fragrance do I have? Up at the top of the palm trees. I had, if you're talking about which pictures, that was I did Tommy Vibrant Summer last year's. And thank you for that. Yeah, with the healing. Yeah, I'm hurting too, man. Like I'm in like a lot of pain. I had My back is hurting so bad, my shoulders and stuff. I did a lot of work removing a whole bunch of bushes and like trees. I had cut down these like massive camphor trees, and they try to grow back, so I had to grind all the stumps and everything. And I had the trailer, big trailer, dual axle, and I had the gate open, and the people, the neighbors, parked like right up on that trailer, and I wasn't hooked up to it. I was hooked up to my dump trailer, so I got this other trailer unhooked to anything in their car right up on it, and so I can't put the stump grinder on it. So I picked up the trailer, and I'm backing up with it, and when I set it down, I was like, "Oh, my back!" So I'm hurting. So yeah, pray for my back, man, because I've hurt that thing before, and I'm like almost out of commission. It's painful. Like the Crayon Rush, Canyon Rush smells like manly candy type vibe. It's got a little bit of a candy. That's from the watermelon. Um, the other ones, yeah. I have a bunch of the other ones. Where are they at? I got, yeah, and they're all cloning something. So like, this is a Hollister X. That's different. But Canyon Escape. This one is like Aventus, basically. Canyon Escape, if I remember correctly, if I'm not going nuts, it's Aventus. It's 100% ultra smooth, kind of like Zara Vibrant Leather. It's like that kind of Aventus, but yeah, it's Aventus. And this one, if I gave you 3 guesses, you might only need one. What do you think? If anybody, don't spoil it, but if you don't know, what do you think this is? What fresh fragrance do you think that Hollister would want to clone? They have Sauvage. They have what I just say in Aventus. What do you think that this one is? Make it Kamikawa. Dude, that the Duhan. Where are you at, my little beauty? This one, this Duhan is fire. If you see this one and you want the most masculine, I prefer this one. But if you don't want like an extra woodier leather, then don't worry about that. If you don't want the manliness, if you're wanting it for like this sweetness, then Kawa, they're all good, but Duhan is the one for me. All right, McDo, man, good night, man. Thanks for watching, man. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you hit the like button. Y'all hit that like button. That means a lot. That like really, really helps me out, especially on the videos, because I get 1,000 views and it's got 100 likes. What the heck? Found it at boutique shops for $50. Nice. I'm wearing it every day. Anyhow, massage. I also have Sauvage Eau de Toilette. One of my favorites. I like it too. I have Sauvage. I got the OG. I have the OG, and I got like 5 other fragrances that smell like. But my favorite one, my favorite Sauvage clone, is YZY Territoire Wild. That is my favorite one, and they are made by Ryan Tradition. It projects hard. It smells really, really, really close to the OG. It just doesn't have quite as much vetiver or as much bergamot, but it has all that other stuff, including the performance. Canyon Rush, overspray, yeah. But anyhow, this one right here, Canyon Sky, Invictus. That's what it is. It smells a lot like Invictus. It smells a lot like the Abercrombie and Fitch, their First Instinct Together. The blue bottle, not First Instinct Blue, First Instinct Together smells a lot like Invictus. And I did a comparison, and I thought for sure that Abercrombie would win because I loved it so much. I was even a little bit almost biased because I was digging that one so much. The new kid on the block in my collection won. I had to give it up to Canyon. Tried Renegade Intense. Yes. You're talking about this one. Oh, yeah. Yep. Dior Sauvage. These Renegades are really, really awesome. This one is Gucci Guilty, and it smells incredibly, incredibly close to Gucci Guilty. But this is the one that blew me away the most because this is Fierce. Oh boy, Abercrombie Fierce, right? Because there's a whole bunch of Fierce. Like, who cares? There's like a million of them. And even in the opening, it's nice. It's a good Fierce opening, but still, it's kind of like everybody kind of gets that Fierce opening halfway right. But the magic in that particular one is the dry down. When you get 10-15 minutes into that thing, it brought me straight back into the Abercrombie store. You remember that smell back in the early 2000s when they were spraying away those things and you got that Abercrombie Fierce and nobody's been able to get it right. Even the OG does not smell like it, but this particular one, that Renegade, smells identical to the dry down of the original Fierce, and that used to be my jam. What's my go-to fragrance to smell elegant and rich? Well, one of them, honestly, Jet Black Enigma is one of them. Bentley for Men, Intense, and the original is another one. Ferragamo F Black is a good choice if it's getting warm, right? If you're wanting to do something and it's an outdoor event, or you just live here in Florida and you know, like, you'll be inside for a little bit, but you're going to go outside. So you want something more versatile than these, like, heavy, rich, like, just like woody spices. I would do something along the lines of, where are you at? Al Caprice, if I can find that thing. I think that's a good one because that's your Blue Electrique, so it's the YSL loam kind of vein, but it's got a little bit of freshness. Or, I mean, Tarathi Blue. It works so good for that. That gorgeous kind of tart citrus, kind of grapefruit leaning, spicy, little bit of a bubblegummy amber center, woods and musk. I think it's so beautiful for virtually anything. You get that one and the brown, and you got everything covered. That's one of my favorite ones if I want to smell like pretty nice and it's hot. I do both wrist and the ears, back of the neck, and sometimes the neck with spray shirts. I notice you can get even a fragrance that doesn't last long. I'm trying to raise you back up a little. Man, I'm way behind on these things. Jean Paul Gaultier clone. Which Jean Paul Gaultier are you talking about? Because there's a million Jean Paul Gaultiers. So specifically, what's your name there? Long Live Scully. Long Live Scully. Which Jean Paul clone are you looking for? Have I tried Shiri Shadow yet? I have not tried Shadow yet. I have not found that one. Blue de Chanel. Love Blue de Chanel. Can't be mad at that. 6 a.m. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that makes you salivating. That's awesome. I missed a whole bunch of people. Sorry, the comments are going pretty fast, so that's cool. I can't respond to everybody, so sorry about that. Florida, yes, I'm in Florida. Layton. Yeah. I wouldn't be doing Layton. I would, yeah, Versace Energy. Yeah, Eros Energy is nice for this, but regular Eros I don't think would be so good for this kind of weather. But Versace Energy, Eros Energy, yeah, that's a good solid choice. Heck yes. Canada, nice. Man, you got some good weather right there right now compared to us. I know your summers are hot. I know you get hot summers, but they're much shorter lived. And thank you so much for the compliment. I really, really appreciate that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be back in literally 1 minute. Not even, like 30 seconds. Yep, sorry about that, guys. Oopsies. Yeah, I just picked up this little fella, Davidoff Essentials Blue, and it's generic, but it's quite nice. So if you see this one, real quick, if you don't want to dig up my video, um, it's citrus and it has like a, let me get it just in the air so I can refresh my memory because I haven't wore it too many times. Again, I'm going to talk about this Davidoff Essentials Blue. It's like 20 bucks and it's sweet, musky, citrus, fresh, green, a little bit like a little sticky sweet with a load of greens and the citrus. I think the citrus is what's giving it the sweetness because the way that it is, the way that it's kind of a sticky. But it's quite nice. I don't think it's exactly cloning anything. It has resemblances to other fragrances. What was it? I had a comparison that I drew it. What was it? Gosh, I hate that. I'm got a brain fart. I guess it's because it's late. I can't think so good right now. But yeah, basically it's kind of fresh, sweet, citrusy. But I think the sweetness is coming from the citrus. Like I said, that's why it's like a kind of a sweet, sticky, fruity citrus, but not overly done. Not like Invictus. It's not like that sweet, but it has that kind of a sweetness, fresh and green. So it's pretty nice, and it lasts so far. Kind of weak, 4 hours, but not too bad. Put my spectacles back on. What'd you say? Talk later. All right, Vance, take it easy, brother. Cotton candy vibe. Is that what you're talking about with this one? Like a cotton candy vibe? I think if you're talking about that, I think you just nailed it on the head. Super chat. Is that? Oh man, heck yeah, I can answer super chat. What'd you? I'm new at this. Forgive me if you send me a super chat, man. What was it? I try to answer everything. What was it? Undercamo. Oh man, forgive me. Yeah, Lunder Kamu super chat. For real? I don't know what it looks like when it pops up on the screen. I am stupid with this stuff. I am totally green because I was like, before I started doing all this, I wasn't allowed to have a phone. I wasn't allowed to have computers or anything like that. So there was a whole huge part of my life that like I technology wasn't in it because when I started doing drugs and I was like homeless and everything was back like 2008-ish, 2007-ish. So like that's when smartphones were like just coming on. Boom, when you're home, like you're out of that. I didn't use any of that stuff. I mean, I was homeless, so I was always doing that or in jail or programs, boom boom boom, whatever. And then it wasn't until I started this YouTube channel. I only had this phone for like a year or something. So like all the technology stuff and super chats and everything are all like new to me. So yeah, forgive me for that. So, um, have I ever tried La Lique Pour Homme or La Lique Encre Noire? Yes, and I think they are beautiful, but they are not for everybody because they are notoriously known for that heavy vetiver note. I have personally, and I think I love this fragrance. I got this one, and I have a clone. So I have Encre Noire Sport. And this one, look at that green juice. I think it's so cool. I love this fragrance. The quality on this juice is unreal. The way that the grapefruit is so natural is just unbelievable. But the Encre Noire, which ones were you talking about exactly? Pour Homme and Noir. Encre Noire and Pour Homme. Which one's the flat black bottle? One of them is like this. I think this one is just the Pour Homme one, and that is the driest of all of them as far as the vetiver, but it's still not overly done. It's not like just vetiver. It has like a greenness, almost like a dill pickle. So get like dill pickle, vetiver, earthy, and some soft squirts of very fresh citruses. It's different and it's inky. It has an inkiness. These bottles are designed to look like an ink thing, and that I think like on Encre or whatever. I think that's like really what it means. So they're all dark, rich, inky, and vetiver. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. This is the clone. They do a good job on the clone. But yeah, I love the Encre line. I would love to have all of them, honestly. And I think that everybody should at least smell them or own some of them because they're really, really, really good for the money. And I think it's even hard for niche snobs to hate them because of how good the quality is. One of the most underrated, highest quality, best bang for your buck actual designer houses, in my opinion. Encre Noire, all of those ones. The original Fat Black and Pour Homme is a beautiful bottle with the lion head. With a lion head? I don't know if I seen a lion head. Where I could try them before I buy them. Which ones are you talking about specifically? These Encre Noirs? You talking about those? Because I agree. If you're spending like money on something and you're just going to these things blindly, it's a gamble, you know. I mean, you can kind of get away with it here and there if you're just doing like the clones or whatever. If you're like spending like 15 or 20 bucks on a fragrance, but if you're a fragrance junkie like me and you're doing it all the time, it can be a pricey thing if you're buying a bunch of junk that you're never going to use. So, like for me, I mean, I got like an addictive personality, so, but there's something to me that's like thrilling, the hunt. I love going on the hunt and like seeing all the reviews and like, okay, I've only got 40 bucks. Do I want one really good one for like 40 bucks or two? Like, can I find two gems for the 40? Can I do that? And like going on that hunt, it's kind of fun. And then you get it and you're like, all right, what we got? And you get it. And sometimes it's a dud. And when you get that good one, it's like, well, just open Pandora's box because I'm good for another few $100 or something. It feels like sometimes. The horse one is good too. What? Which ones are you talking about? There's lion head and a horse. Oh no. And the only place to try them before you buy them is like the best spot would be those like mom and pop stores and stuff, or like you get like your Indian stores, the perfume places at the malls or whatever. Sometimes they have a lot of these like off the beaten path fragrances that you normally wouldn't see in your like Macy's or whatever. So you go to these Indian stores and you'll find all the Yacht Man and Lomani Pour Homme and just all those weird things. Plate sweeper, yes, yes, yes. What's going on? I'm doing good so far. Good so far. Yeah, I wanted to come on here and just chat with you guys because I haven't been able to post so much. Live, literally blind bought everything my entire life. I've always, yeah. I've blind bought probably half of my collection, just about half of it, either ordering it or at the rack store. You know what? Probably more because you can't always smell them at the rack stores, right? Uh, Milestone doesn't have. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true because I'm pretty sure that I'm still seeing fragrances that are from Milestone. I feel like my Marshalls, I just saw Tax go at not long ago, and I'm still seeing fragrances that have the pressure sensitive atomizer. I am seeing other things come up, but I think they still do. But you might be right. Maybe you got some like intel information. I don't know. And I'm just seeing like leftovers. You might know something. some of the, I'm telling you, wear one of these two milestones and tell me they don't last long. These two last forever. Also, this one lasts freaking eternally. I got a couple others. Which one was it? This one pushes really hard. My Tuscan leather. Oh, my favorite. My favorite Tuscan leather for the low. This one is a beast. At least on me. It lasts all night long and into the next day. But I just named like 5 or 6 and I have like 35 or 6. So yeah, a lot of them don't last long. So yeah, but some of them do. That's why I always say spray that thing on and see how it does. Some of them last really good. Elysium, ooh, intense. What a gorgeous fragrance. I don't know of a supplement for it. I haven't actually looked, so I don't know. I haven't tried to. It hasn't even been on my radar, but it might be now because yeah, that's a good fragrance. Yeah, dark and just I love it. Bajing. I do not have Bajing. I do not have that one. The Stronger With You. Yeah, some of the My Stronger With You does pretty good. It does all right. The best one, the one that I've had the best luck with out of all those, like Stronger With You, Together With You, and that whole spiel, has been. I think it was this one. Yeah, this has been the one that's given me the best luck. It's the Absolute version. Yeah, it has that extra dose of like a booziness. So that's, out of all of them, that's been my. This one got a lot better, actually. A lot better. And this one's like that ultra low, $12.99. Yeah, that one got really, really nice. It's funny because they look just like the OG. The bottle's almost identical. Oh, Intense and Parfum. Oh, man. Yeah, I'd be hyped too, man. Those things are, gosh, they are so good. I think Isola Blue. I want that. I want that Raja Isola Blue. There's only some fragrances that I'll go ahead and pay that full chunk and save up the whole pennies for, and Isola Blue is one of them from Raja. I don't know if any of you guys have been checking out my videos on these mod fragrances that I've been talking about. A lot of people are not, because they don't know about this company. But I'm telling you guys, these things are fire. They're really good. They're really good. He's got a lot of the he's got like Pacific Chill. He's got the Pacific Dream, Afternoon Swim, Imagination, Aventus, Eros. You know, he's got all the heavy hitters, and they're all so good. We get this mod. You can get them online. I'm going to start putting links because I'm finally talking to the owner now. So like he's gonna let me do affiliate links, which is super cool. I'm kind of hyped about that, you know. But yeah, just go on a mod. Just look up mod fragrances, you know, just like that, and you'll find them. And yeah, this one is Pacific Dream. It's so unique. It has this like warm, almost like the dryer linen, like the warm air that comes out of a dryer. It has a lot of that clean linen kind of smell. Gosh, it's so good. And it's the pear, I think. Yeah, they're so good. Aqua Verano. Tahitian Waters. Vacation in a Bottle. Good atomizers. Oh my god. I'm serious. It's that good. If you like Tahitian Waters, this scratches every nook and cranny of an itch for Tahitian Waters that I ever want, and it performs good. Just everything about it. I just want to just like bathe in these ones. Um, Unseen Scandal. There's a patchouli one. That's a patchouli one. Oh yeah. Super, super nice. So if you got some favorite fragrances, man, which one? This has been a crazy dumb reach. This is one of their older style, but this is Imaginations. Analysis is Imaginations. And let me tell you that just like the perfect amount of that bubblegummy sweetness and like a musky, powdery green outer shell of it. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And it lasts for hours. Hawas Atlantis. If Atlantis is the same thing as Orthoparisi Megamari, then no, I'm not going to, because I already have Latafa Atlas, and that beast is strong. So I will have it for my whole life. But they do have a couple other ones that I might end up getting. It depends on what it is that they smell like. But if it just smells like, you know, another Aventus or another Invictus or another like Jean Paul of some sort that I have 3 of, then I'm not going to get it more than likely unless it's crazy marked down, because I get these for me for the most part. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you for the compliment, man. Really appreciate it. A Fume 08, thank you so much. If I read your names wrong, forgive me. As you see, I am blind. Where I miss? DBS. You're welcome, DBS. That's why I do this. No, this is actually my 3rd live. My first one was really short. My second one was I was going through some rough patches and figuring out how to do it all. So yeah, this is my 3rd one. I'm gonna try doing these a little bit more often. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning the things, and it's on my phone, so that's why I gotta like lean forward, so it's like dumb looking. I gotta read your comments like that. Hawas Ice, Silver Lake. I want that. What are you saying? Hawas Ice, Bentley Silver Lake, a Theorem. Ooh, Missoni Wave. Oh, it's so good. But to me, Theorem A, that would have to be the winner, man. Yeah, I got that one floating around up here. Yeah, Theorem A. I had it's right there somewhere, but I'll knock something over. But yeah, Hawas Ice. I love that fragrance. Nautica Voyage is good for an 18-year-old. Yes, it's a very inoffensive fragrance. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It's very watery. It's got a floral, watery, I think it's got lotus or water lily or something. It's got one of those very aquatic florals. So get sweet green apple and a very, very watery flower. Actually, let me get this thing in the air and see if I can't paint a picture. Nope, that's not it. Here we are. Nautica Voyage. Very, very, very polished, rounded, smooth floral, aquatic floral, green apple, but not a tart green apple, just the sweetness from the green apple. Take the bite away, keep the sweetness, and overlap it with that aquatic floral and add a bit of green and some smooth, clean musk, no animalic, clean musk, and kind of have like a hair conditioner kind of vibe, you know, like that kind of like rounded, creamy, like almost greasy, oily. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but like that kind of gel, but it's not shower gel, but that kind of gel. So get that like gel and make it a watery, floral, somewhat sweet green apple, clean musk, and like that's what it is. So if that sounds good, then it's gonna be good for an 18-year-old. It's a classic. You gotta smell it anyhow. Everybody's got to at least smell Nautica Voyage. I could see it only lasting 2 hours. I really could. It does pretty good on me though. It's a 5 to 6 hour fragrance. It does pretty darn good on me. Will you be setting up a schedule for the future lives? Well, I kind of thought about doing that, but it's really, really hard for me to really commit to a hard schedule because I don't have a 9 to 5 job since I do the tree trimming thing. It's my own thing, and we're coming up on hurricane season, and some of these jobs take a long time, and I get like super tired sometimes. But I might. I could designate certain days like Sundays or something like that. So, you know, I did think about doing it because I have fun doing it. I think it's fun. Smells like a spa. Yeah, that's pretty. Dupes for Versace Dreamer. Issey Miyake. Issey Miyake would be an easier one because that's just kind of your classic fresh, clean fragrance, like woody, green, spicy, fresh, dry type fragrance. But the Dreamer, I don't know of any dupes for that, but it's already inexpensive. You can get it for like $30 or something for a decent sized bottle. The Dreamer is pretty affordable. Issey Miyake you can sometimes get for pretty affordable as well, but I don't know of any alternatives to be honest for those two. So yeah. Kate Alfredson. Shock, Kate Alfredson, Italiano Nero. Okay, I would say, shock. Which one was shock? I'm trying to get it back in my head. Which one was shock? What bottle was that? That's terrible. I got so many bottles. Oh man, which one was shock? Help me with the with what the bottle looks like. Why do I feel so stupid? It's late. Um, because Italiano and Kate Alfredson. Italiano, it's funny. Italiano doesn't have any pineapple listed, but that thing has pineapple. I like it better by itself than Kate Alfredson because it's not like just like Kate Alfredson is awesome for layering because to me it just smells like a can of pineapple rings. Smells good. Shock. Gosh, which one was shock? You gotta help me with the with what that one looked like. And I know I look weird when I'm like leaning forward to read all y'all's comments, but this is just what it is for now. Good morning from Europe. That's awesome, man. Thanks for joining. Top three Hollister scents. Man, probably I don't know, maybe the waves. All three of them. These things, man. What the heck? These ones. These are the three that I like the best so far. Lost the cap on this one, which sucks. What that one was Free Wave, I think. Yeah, that was Free Wave. Or no, that was the original Wave, and then you got Wave 2, and Free Wave. And these ones are my favorite Hollister ones, I think. I really, really, really enjoy them. And yeah, there's other ones. There's like Festival Vibes and Festival Nights. And, Festival Nights is a lot of people's favorite. Festival Nights is a lot of people's favorite. It's kind of a fresh version of 1 million, basically. Rick, you are welcome. I haven't seen any new fragrances from Hollister. Well, get some sleep there, Alex. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you everybody for joining, man. Really appreciate you guys. This channel is nothing. It makes some coffee. Yeah, here's my coffee. I got some coffee right now. Yeah, this channel is nothing without y'all. Some people they'll like say, "Oh, it's your channel, do what you want," and stuff like that. No, it's y'all's channel. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm the host of the channel, but it's y'all's channel. I do this for you guys. Without you guys, there is no channel. So it is what it is. Put Hollister. So, oh yeah. Well, I'm an idiot, and I forgot about Hollister SoCal. But I did that. You're talking about this big old maple syrup looking thing right here. Mm-hmm. It's still good. It's still good. It's still pretty true to the original. It's still pretty true to it. It has a little bit of differences from the original formulation, but it's still pretty true. It's got nostalgia. Snap, almost broke that thing again. That one's already broken. What time is it right now where I am? I can't even see the clock. Oh, it's 11:32. I'm not doing too bad on time. So yeah, yeah, these mod fragrances. He actually had one of my jams, New York Nights. Oh yeah, I love that fragrance. Love that fragrance. And he has his version of it. This is one of his personal testers. This is what he does. Like here's the bottle, and he tests them. He makes them, and I can get behind, I can say with certainty that every single one of his fragrances he takes his time on, because I was picking this dude's brain. And what he does is he tries to release a new one every single week, a new inspired by high-end fragrance every single week. And what they do is, like every perfumer, they wear them and test them out, see what the performance and everything is, and unless it's satisfying, they're not going to release it. So he will skip a week or two, three, whatever, until they're happy with it. Like they get the smell down, and then they test drive it, and okay, it's ready to be released on Monday. Let's do it. No, there's something wrong. We're not happy with this. So I can get behind whatever it is. So if there's a certain scent profile or fragrance that you like and you need a alternate version of it, then his are very good. Now, I will say that some of them don't smell exactly the same. For example, Leather Passion. He said I don't have to talk about this when it's live. He was like, it doesn't sell. It doesn't sell. People don't know luxury, I guess, sometimes. This Tuscan leather, right? And I saw real quick rabbit trail. One of these, a bunch of these things, but it was one of these style for like $10, and it's because people don't understand that that's a $150 fragrance, but it's elegant, so it's not crowd pleasing. This is the same thing, but I didn't think that it was Tuscan leather because it had so much of a difference. It's way heavier on that gorgeous patchouli thing. Oh man, but when he said that it was Tuscan leather, I get it now. But I feel like this has a lot more patchouli than it does the shoe polish leather like Tuscan leather. So I said all that to say that they're not all going to be exactly the same. Like some of them are maybe 80%, you know, so I can't even say that they're a real good dupe. So some of them will have differences, but I can say the quality and the scent profile is going to be really good. But most of them are 90 to 95% the same as the original, and there's a couple that I do like better. The Eros EDP I actually like better than the original. So 30 samples, 8 milliliter bottles from the official Mansera. And the best for me, especially for summer, is Sicily. Ooh, yeah, Sicily. That thing is fire. Bergamot, just blast. I think that thing is so lovely for the summer. And it's got like a floral thing going on. I think it's pretty unisex. There's like a lot of if I remember correctly, it's very bergamot floral and a little bit of like vetiver-ish kind of thing, but yeah, that thing is gorgeous. Heck yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what those flankers are. You know, I'm almost getting annoyed by these friggin' Hawas things. It's like they came out with Hawas, right? That thing just ripped and roared, right? It's like, oh man, look, Hawas, such an awesome fragrance. And it still is. I love it. And then Hawas Ice. And then they came out with like six fragrances within like 3 months. It was like two of them, like one, and then like another 2 days later, another, and then like two or three more. And I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, y'all are just doing too much. It's like, man, let those things build up or something. It's almost like overwhelming because it's like when they do that and you get three or four other companies doing the same thing, it almost makes me lose interest sometimes. So I have a hard time following. But ones that I look forward to besides those to check out is what was it? That Fire on Ice, that Latafa Fire on Ice. I want to see what that's all about. I want to check that out. Yeah, I was looking down there for my Hollister Jakes. You asked if I smelled Hollister Jake. I have it. I got the little blue bottle that they're selling right now. It's not the same as the OG. It's very generic smelling at first, but the dry down gets kind of creamy aquatic floral a little bit, and it's nice. The dry down's a lot better than the opening, and after I've had it for like a year and a half now. It has gotten a lot better the whole way around. I thought I had it right there behind me, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I would just reach and try to refamiliarize myself with that thing, but it's decent, but it's not one that I ever like really reach for. Yeah, the Atlantis bottle is gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful bottle. Perfume working on these things. Good night, James, my dude. Sleep well. Yeah, thanks for everything, James. I appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, shout out. I was wearing you'll like this. Where is it? This melody of sweet fruits from Dua. This thing's strong. These Dua fragrances are pretty powerful. Ultra fruity, green, spicy, but it's not as sticky as it's sticky, but it's not like ultra tacky. So it's pretty cool. It smells good. It's almost got like an ambroxan feel. Oh, you got Eternal Oud. That thing is so slept on. I think people are scared of the name sometimes. Oud, it can kind of be like a little scary. You think that it's gonna be like some smoky thing, but it's really not. It's more like a powdery, beautiful, smooth vanilla. Wouldn't you say? I think it's like a powdery vanilla. And the performance is good too, which is also an awesome plus. Good performance on an inexpensive fragrance, and it hits hard with the scent profile. That's why I like this hobby. It's funny because some people will talk about, oh, well, how much do you spend and stuff like that, and it's like me, honestly, not that much because most of these are super inexpensive. But I did the math, and I spend about the same or less as somebody that plays golf. So that's my justification. This one does the trick. I've been wearing this one, and it's. I keep picking up different things every time. Every time I like smell it, and that's why I like wearing fragrances multiple times before I do these full reviews. Some people, man, I don't like to talk bad about nobody, right? But how does somebody get a fragrance, right, and then talk about how good it is? Only a couple days later, review 10 of like something in that same scent profile, and say they spent so much time with it and talk about how long they all last, days. This one lasts 24 hours. This one's 12 hours. It's 10 fragrances you're reviewing. That should take like a month to do that video, but like I think one of them was just received not long ago and it was good, but it's not anymore. But like other one, and like the rankings will switch for it. So I don't know. There's like a lot of guys that think it's like insincere and stuff like that or whatever. But me, I really actually try to wear these things because, like I said, with this one, I'm discovering something new. Already smelling it again, and it's another thing on that herbaceous green side because this is Invictus. Basically, get Invictus and take away some of the fruity nature, and it still has some of the fruitiness, but take away some of that and replace it with a little bit more greenery like rosemary and stuff. But I'm getting like another dose of spices. And yeah, so fragrances, they always change. Like the more I wear them, I feel like, because I want to be accurate. All for Versace Santana. Yeah, man. All for Versace doing a big frag dump because the sooner they hit the market, the sooner the price will drop after the hype dries down. And yeah, that's what I do a lot. I don't get these fragrances a lot of times when they first come out. And because I mean, I think this was like $30 when it first came out. I just got it for like $16. This I think was in the mid 30s. I got it for like $13, and it's fire. Jacquard Intense is great and is super long lasting on me. So yeah, when the hype dies down, then you get certain guys that review them things, they got some serious pull, and that price skyrockets. And you get somebody like me that reviews that thing, and then this. So wait till I review it, right? Wait till I get the thing and I review it, and the prices will just crash. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding about that. But yeah, I mean, it's a good idea sometimes to wait, but then people will talk about reformulations, right? Because one of the theories is that they take their time with their releases, and when it hits the market, it's like they're top notch, it's like their best batch and stuff like that. So the reviewers will get them, or they'll send them to the reviewers, and wow, these things they're fire and they're super strong. And then they sell out and stuff like that, or people get hooked on it and they reduce the quality and stuff, and it's like, all right, just send it out, get it out now, get it out now. And so yeah, they think that they're like rushed batches or whatever, or that's why they need to mature sometimes because they haven't had time to mature in the facility because they're just rushing them out. And so that's kind of like a theory that people are thinking. I don't know how true it is, but I mean, it sounds good on paper, right? And if that is true, if they are given the good batches at first when they're expensive, and then reviewers and stuff, people like me are reviewing them and they're beast mode and they smell great, and then people get it's like, oh, it smells like trash. It's like, well, I'm not lying. It's like maybe they're being honest and they were a beast and they smelled great, and now you're getting the trash batch and it makes us look like liars. So, like recently, this one right here smells identical to the original. It smells identical, but there's getting some comments about this burnt plastic note. I don't get that on this at all. It's not there at all. But this dude get it, and somebody's like, "Oh, finally, somebody else has said it. Yeah, it's trash. This fragrance is trash." And it's like, well, I'm being honest with my review. Yeah, this aqua, it is definitely satisfyingly strong for the hot weather. Yeah, yeah, Brian, you are right. 100%. Fresh, strong. It's so good for a dumb reach for this hot weather. Hawas is. Yeah, yeah, 70 to 80 bucks in the beginning. Which one? What's the other one? That was freaking ridiculous at first. And I just got this one for like kind of the low. This Hawas Black. It was, I think it was 50 bucks at first, if I'm not mistaken. And now I got this one, I think 28 bucks or 30, I forget, but it was way more affordable, so I got it. And it's, to me, I think it's wonderful. I think it's terrific. Very, very herbaceous, heavy version version of like the Invictus. Nisha Ni. It's a Hachivat. Yeah, Hawas Ice. Yep. Yep. Sure enough. Yeah, it was expensive. It smells good. It smells good, in my opinion. I almost had a fire here. Yeah, it doesn't get talked about, and that's the thing, because, and I think it's their own fault. They came out with that thing and they didn't let people sit on it and give it the attention that it deserves. Let that thing get a spotlight. Let people hype that sucker up. Drop the price down. Oh, when they're gonna release something? Oh, Atlantis, what is this? But instead of the boom, boom, Elixir, Black, blah. And why Elixir? Why did they make Elixir come out right after Black? I think Black was a better release in my opinion, because there's already so many John Paul Elixir things going out right then. And yeah. But yeah, I did literally just about, I almost had a fire. I was in my room all the way on the other side. I live by myself. This single wide trailer. That's what I live in. It's a single wide. It's like 70 foot by like 12 feet wide or whatever they are. And I'm all the way in my room. I'm like, what is that smell? Why do I keep smelling like fire? I keep smelling it like clearly. And I'm smelling all around the room and the sockets. I know some of them were like kind of crazy, and I can't find the source of this smell. And I go out in my living room. I was like, oh snap! Like it was foggy. I could see like a fogginess, and my lights. I got like these purple lights, and like I could see the fog coming under the door, the smoke coming under the door of the studio, and the glow of the lights almost looked like fire. I'm like, oh, my studio, and I opened the door, and it was this dude right here. I got a little teacup candle burning. This one. The big one is not lit right now, but that's the one that I was always using. It's got a big shield around it. It's nice and safe, but the little teacup candle is just a little thing with a little flame. And this plant right here had some things dripping down. And when I came in here, it was just smoke. And it was so ominous. It was quiet, right? I walk in here, just smoke, no noise. But I could see that thing dripping, little fire droplets. And the flame was about this big, and it was just starting to lap up onto the ceiling. Just drip, 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 fire, smoke. And I'm like, I just grabbed like a cup of water real quick and, doused it on there. But, Hold on one second. Somebody's knocking. Weird as midnight. Maybe they weren't, but that was sure was a rat-a-tat-tat. Something from somewhere. But yeah, that was scary. It was ominous and quiet, and I was like, holy smokes. And but yeah, luckily no damage. But there's a dent in that plant where it's like all melted together in one. Actually, let me yeah, I got lights wrapped around it. I would show you right now, but yeah, it was scary. Honor and glory. Yeah, the this one right here, I smelled it. I had been familiar with how it smelled for a long time before I got it. But so if I didn't have this channel, I probably wouldn't have got it because it wasn't high on my radar. But I know, it was the summertime, and I know people are kind of probably looking for some sweet freshies that work good in the summer that have a tropical feel, and that's one of them. I feel like that has that suntan lotion vibe and tropical, but it doesn't really have all the coconut. But it really, really feels like it could have a coconut in it, but it's not in there, but it has a creamy vibe like that. Hawas Fire. Did I smell that one? I don't think I smelled Hawas Fire. I don't think that that's one that I've smelled, but I would really like to. So yeah, I'm gonna be. What time we got? I'm gonna go into 9 more minutes. I'm gonna go till 12 o'clock, and then I'm gonna call it quits because I got another big day tomorrow. I had to reschedule some stuff on my calendar and move things around because it's a priority when I'm just beautifying these trees and stuff like that. Like trimming palm trees, I do tree trimming work. I'm going off on a little tangent. I do tree trimming. That's what I do, is my own business, Trinity Tree Trimming. When you see me wear those shirts, because it's my shirts, right? And I'm doing a lot of beautification, but there is an actual dead oak branch that's like 55 or 60 feet over somebody's trailer, and it's dead. And I didn't even feel comfortable walking under that thing, so that is priority. I had to reschedule some stuff and move tomorrow's job until Friday because, this is actual danger, so priority. So when there's a hazardous job like that, it's got to take precedence over the beautification and just trimming up somebody's palm tree. So big day tomorrow. And yeah, a lot of big oak branches too, actually. My favorite Hollister cologne, I mean, the original SoCal. That was, but I would say it's probably, man, I'm not sure. I feel like it's one of these, but gosh, that's a really, really good question. It could be this one though. Even though it's just an Invictus, I wear this one a lot. I don't think that that's it though. Let me see. Let's see if I can answer this. Because I like both of these a lot. Creamy, woody, powdery, somewhat sweet, fresh, aquatic. This one, yeah. I'd have to say this one, Wave 2. It's got almost like a melon kind of sweetness. Creamy, fresh, aquatic, kind of Invictus a little bit, but it's not sticky. It's fresh, it's creamy, it's musky, it's got almost like a melon thing. It's a little bit salty. I think this one, Wave 2. It's very youthful. It doesn't have a touch of class in that thing at all. It's a playful gym, but it's so nice. And it's a little nostalgic for me, to be honest. That thing, I've had it for a little bit. Um, my nose on Hawas Fire. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Imperial Val. Okay. Okay, yeah. The cross between Wave 2 and Canyon Escape. I would get Wave 2. Yeah, Canyon. Well, wait a minute. Canyon Escape is the Sauvage one. Yeah, I would get Wave 2 though. Yeah. I mean, unless you really like Sauvage, unless you really, really like Sauvage, then Escape. But this one lasts longer. Escape, if you spray heavy, actually, this is one of those ones that really do last longer. I know some fragrances don't always last longer if you spray heavy. Escape does, but you really got to hit yourself. And when you do, it'll last like 8 hours. Um, this one does too, but it'll be like a sweet, creamy, a musky, sweet, creamy dry down for like a few hours. But it's nice. It's really nice. Just trim some oak trees. It's hard work. It's extremely hard work. I've been doing some huge ones lately. A couple big ones. I got some pictures of things. But yeah, it's what I do, and that's why my hands are so crazy. The other day I woke up and like they're finally not like black looking, but man, I mean, I was going through it. I had a thorn through here. There was something going on right here. I had a chainsaw. My hand hit the chainsaw here because I was pulling something, and when I pulled it, and I had the chainsaw on the ladder, and I'm pulling like a branch, and I hit the chainsaw. So that was hurting. That was hurting. There was hurting. This piece was hurting. This, and I woke up in my hands like, oh my god, 'cause I don't wear gloves either. That's why you see in my shorts and stuff like that, you'll see my fingernails and stuff looking crazy. It's because what I do. Initio Atomic Rose. Ooh, nice. High dollar, high scent profile, classy and elegant, mysterious and gorgeous. Not for everybody. You, sir, have a refined nose. If that's your scent of the day, very nice. Sometimes my accent reminds me. I'm from originally. I'm from Pennsylvania. I moved here when I was 4 years old. I moved to Bradenton, and I lived there until I was. I mean, I lived there for like 35 years. Now I'm in Dade City, so I moved here when I was 4 from Pennsylvania. But I've lived in Florida for 36 years, so I pretty much have the Florida accent, but I might pick up some other things from, my family from New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. I've been collecting fragrances now for things going on 4 years. I've always been into fragrance. Uh, Love Rose, favorite top notes. Ombre Nomad. Oh man, yeah, you like. um, this one right here. Um, it's a Louis Vuitton rendition, but the Jean Lowe Patchouli and Rose. It's a little feminine leaning a little bit, but oh my gosh. I forget what the original is called from Louis Vuitton, but it's almost the same as this, and I think it's a little more purple of a juice. But yeah, this thing. My gosh, I love that fragrance. A little bit more feminine, but man, it just it does it for me. Hardy County? Oh, snap, sweet. Yeah, Jean Lo Noir is that ombre that nomad, yeah. Yep. But this one is like it's Mate Air or something from the Louis Vuitton. I think it's great. You would probably like this one too. Um, African leather, the original, or in this Mason Alhambra one. I think this is gorgeous. This has a nice rose patchouli. Loads of leather. Very classy. That's probably my favorite leather fragrance of all time. If you like sweet and spicy, let's see. The one that I just got, that elixir. If you're looking for that budget friendly, something like this, Parfum Elixir is doing the trick really, really, really good. Um, it's like a warm, spicy kind of sweetness. I think that's a good sweet, spicy. Also, Tobacco Touch, by Mason Alhambra, but that's like a cinnamon. If that's the kind of spice you're talking about, or are you talking about um, something more like a Al Noble Amir, which has a sweetness to it. Latafa Al Noble Amir with the deer antlers, which has a sweetness to it, but it's like a cardamom warm spicy. There's not like that cinnamon candy kind of spicy. Apples, Moonlight, Patchouli. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Eternal Fragrances. Oriental, okay. Oriental fragrances. Have you ever tried CK Shock? If you haven't tried that one, that's an awesome like beginner. Even like it doesn't have to be for beginners though. You can have a huge grandiose collection, and CK1 Shock is one that can definitely. That thing's fire. I think it's great. Yeah, I like Oriental fragrances too. I really, really enjoy them. Bentley Absolute to me is an Oriental kind of fragrance. I think that thing is great. Yeah, I really enjoy them. What time we got right now? I think we're past 12. Yep, we're a little bit past 12 right now. Yeah, it's classic. I'm fixing to shut down. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this on Sundays maybe. I'll see if I can get it a little bit more organized and try to do this like every Sunday or certain days. But for now I'm just kind of like putting on my floaties, my training wheels and just doing this. So um what do I do with the ones I don't reach for? They stay on my shelf and look pretty and I take pictures of them. Oh, cents over cents. I'm just getting ready to go to bed, man. I think I've been on here for how long? An hour and 42 minutes. So yeah, I've been on here for a minute now. So you missed me, man. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta get to bed. Big day tomorrow. Yep. So yeah, man. Thank you guys for Spice Bomb Infrared. Gosh, I love infrared. I don't know why more people don't love that thing. I feel like I'm the only one. I smell that thing. I'm just like, oh, it's so awesome. And other people are like, they take it or leave it. I love infrared. It's one of my favorites. I want that. I don't know why I don't have it. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, get to bed if you live here in America. If you're on the other side of the world, good morning. Peace out. God bless everybody. Love y'all.